Alright guys, welcome back to video number 2 of our series on getting the perfect credit score. I'm not sure there's a such thing as a perfect credit score. The perfect credit score is around 850, so I'm not sure if anyone has ever gotten such a score, but as I showed in my last video, I came pretty close to it at 834, so that's only about 16 points away from getting that perfect score. So if anyone knows anyone that has ever gotten the perfect credit score, please send me a screenshot and share. But I surely would like to achieve that if I can in future videos, and I will try to give future updates. If you haven't done so, guys, please subscribe to our channel and also hit that little bell notification so you can get updates on the videos that we may produce and that may come out in the future. And we really appreciate if you subscribe and like the video. It would help with our little channel to grow and help expand our audience, so we would really appreciate it. So hit that subscribe button right now. That subscribe button, hit it and smash it hard. Thank you, guys. All right, let's continue. So a little bit of an overview from our last video. We talked about mainly some of the factors that contribute in a general way to our credit score. And we got a deep dive into the ups and downs of a credit score, reviewing some of the details of my transactions and how I got that 830 credit score. So in this video, we will continue on this series and we will cover the 6 main factors for credit score, and then we will dig into it deeper, with a deeper dive into each of the factors, and also the things that we can do to improve our credit score. So stay tuned and watch this whole video to the end, guys, and then we'll jump into the Credit Karma software in a little bit. And so I just logged into the Credit Karma software, and as you can see, my credit score, once again, it's around 834, a whopping 834. The credit card score ranges usually from 300 to 800. I don't think anyone gets a 300, but anything below this range of 580 to 600 range is considered really bad, and anywhere between 600 to about 700 is considered relatively medium, and then 700 to 740 around there is considered good. Anything above 750 is considered excellent. So you can see I'm like all the way over here to the end, so this is excellent. So 834, and with Equifax it rates it at 830. So TransUnion 834 and 830. So anyways, we will continue on in our video and show that what are the factors that affect our credit score. So these factors are of the credit score. Okay, so let me jump in here. All right, so last time you saw this one last time. So, okay, so you see what factors that affect us is our payment history. So our payment history is one factor that affects, and it says it has high impact. So that means if you miss one payment or miss 2 payments, it has high impact on your credit card history. And I think they keep track of this for up to 24 months or more. I'm not sure exactly the time frame, but we'll dig into it a little bit. And then your credit card usage, basically your total amount of money that you can use. The more you use, the more it impacts your credit card. So the best ratio to keep it at is below 10%, but I'm only using 1%. So that attributes to a great credit score. And also derogatories, these are things that are such as collections, taxes, bankruptcies, and civil judgments on a credit report. Okay, and then credit age is how long we had all the credit cards. Of all the credit cards we had, how long is the average of all those credit cards? So if you have really old credit cards, don't forget, keep those credit cards. Don't throw them away. Just go buy something for $1 or $2 and pay it off right away. And that will help keep your credit card age. So don't just go and open a whole bunch of new credit cards all the time. You should try to open no more than 5 credit cards within a 2-year span. And then every 2 years, it's okay to open a credit card, but don't go and open a lot because it will affect your credit score. Okay, and then the total accounts can affect it, and then the inquiries, like credit card pulls, also affect your credit card score. So we'll dig into the first one on payment history. All right, so as you can see, my payment history. So basically, if you just don't pay one or two, basically, you're already in the yellow range. So they may allow you one time or two times a miss, but you can see that I have a 100% score and have 0 late payments. So let's look into all these different factors, right? A single 30 to 60 day missed payment is easily recovered from, but you can hurt your score significantly. A 90-day payment damage is more damaging and could disqualify you from certain loans. And after 90 days, missed payment can become charged off and be sent to collections. So you can see that these credit card agencies are not going to take things lightly. So basically, you have to pay your credit cards on time. It's good to go to your bank account and then set an auto pay on your credit cards every month before the due date. Pay it off. And if you don't have the money to buy stuff, maybe not to buy it, or at least pay the minimum on your credit card so you will not get marked. Because if you mess up a little bit, then you mess up your credit card score. And if you want to use credit in the future, it would be a lot harder. So you have to understand what credit is. Credit is basically money that you don't have and you didn't pay the vendor right away, and you're just using the bank's money to pay for it temporarily until you pay the bank in the future. So basically, you don't want to abuse those privileges and lose it. So the more you take care of it, the more better your credit card score will be. All right, so this is how your credit card score is calculated. So this is the percentage follows a formula that includes all the possible payments you can make across all your reported accounts. That means all your credit cards. So if you had 120 possible payments in your credit history, but have 3 late payments in that time, the calculation would be 120 subtract 3 divide 120, so your score would be 97.5. So 97.5 will rank you in the red zone. So even like 3 credit card late payments, they kill you. So basically, you got to be careful. And I think the more credit cards you have, and if you pay those credit cards all on time, it would actually lower those numbers. So you got to really look out for all your credit card history. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go back to the next one, the credit card use. Okay. All right. So you can see that. Look at my credit card amount the credit amount I have. Because of such good credit ratio, that means I have a total amount that I can borrow of $147,600. So that means I can literally, through all my credit cards I have together, I can buy this amount. This is like almost, I can buy like a nice sports car with this amount of credit that I have built up. So that's $147,000 in my credit that I can use. But look how much I'm using. Actually, I'm using a little bit more than this, but normally I pay off all my credit card at the end of the month to set an auto payment. So I'm only using less than 1%. So what is considered good? Anything that's good is considered anything below 30%. And actually, most people say the amount should be about 36%, which is around the yellow zone. But I recommend no more than 20%. That would be the best to get your credit score higher. And if you can keep it between 0 to 9%, even better. So try to go and look into your account, guys, and see if you can find ways to lower your limit, pay off a little bit more on all your credit card limits. Okay, the lower your score is, the better it is. So here's some hints that they give you. So they said try to keep it under 30%. But under 10% is even better, right? So this is the way that you want to manage your credit card, is to keep that ratio as low as possible. So go and look at all your credit cards that you have been issued and all the credit you get, and then do a calculation how much you owe. The amount, take the total amount of all those credit cards across, plus the credit, divide the credit limits, and this is the percentage you get. Okay, so. And also it says the banks usually share this information with the credit bureaus each month on the same day. So basically they share it, and if they see that you have changes, they update it, and then that'll reflect on your credit score right away. All right. Okay, let's go to the next one. Derogatory marks. Right, so you can see that how they don't really tolerate any kind of late payment, debt collectors, and judgments and all that kind of stuff. If you have 0, that's perfect, no records at all. If you have 1, you're already in the kind of the yellow zone. That's kind of a warning. When you get 2 to 3, you're already red zone. That pretty much greatly affects your credit score. If you have 4 or more, that even pretty much your doom on your credit score. Okay, and it says these marks can stay up in your account for 7 to 10 years. So anything related to liens, bankruptcies, judgments against you. So you got to keep an eye on these guys. So do your best to keep your amounts that you charge on your credit cards low. You may never know when you need credit. Okay. I basically, because of my great credit card history, I have open credit cards and charge up to $30,000 to $40,000 on them, and open businesses with them, and then I pay them back as soon as I get the profits from the businesses. So basically, because of that, I don't have to go out and get a loan. I easily got a loan from using credit card, and sometimes some of these credit cards have APRs on them. I'll teach you guys some of these tricks down in the future. So. But anyways, there's a lot of tricks to the trade if you know how to use your credit wisely. Okay? I mean, imagine I borrowed $40,000 and I paid it back without no interest, no nothing, because I have good credit. So you got to learn how to use credits wisely. So you can open businesses and buy something very large with your credit cards, but you got to make sure that you have the money to pay it off before you go and charge it crazy. Okay, so be careful, guys, and keep an eye on your credit usage, and keep an eye on any kind of judgments against you. Okay, so if you do have any judgments against you, there's ways to kind of call the banks and talk to the credit bureaus and try to lower those numbers. Okay, as you can see, my credit history is not that great because I did open a couple of new credit cards in the past 2 years. So basically that has lowered my my score. So I think if I got this score high, I might be able to get close to 850. So anywhere from 2 to 4 years is considered a red zone, and then 5 to 6 years is considered yellow zone, but this is a medium impact. And anything 7 to 8 years is perfect. It's great. So basically, you don't want to go and open credit cards all the time. Only open a couple, or no more than 5. That's the best. And if you need to open one for whatever reason, then try to keep the old ones open, just by charging a small amount, so to keep your credit card age. Okay, so 9 years, you have your credit card for 9 years, the average. So this is an average of all your credit cards. Okay, not just one credit card. Doesn't matter you hold a credit card for 10 years, but if you open one today, then it actually messes and brings your average down to about 5. So this is an average of all your credit cards that you have. Okay, so basically your credit history, this shows that you're responsible with credit, and then if you're responsible, of course, they will lend you more money. So this credit history or credit age has a medium impact on your credit card score. Okay, let's go to the next topic, guys. Total accounts. I have total of 14 accounts open. I have no idea what those accounts are. It might be credit cards. It might be different accounts. But I have 14 open and I have 17 closed. So I think this may be related to credit cards and loans. So I did have some loans in the past that I opened and I closed. Different bank accounts I open and close. So I think they may take those into consideration. So keep an eye on those. I think it says right here, right? So between if you have 2 little accounts, then you become red. If you have 2, the perfect, I guess, number, the more accounts you have that you have in proper standing is the better. So the banks like to see that you have 21 or more accounts to get the best score. So I only have between 14 to 16. So I think it comes across bank accounts, credit cards, loan accounts, different things. So So they have, but this has a low impact, so it doesn't really impact your score that much. So it's okay to have a few extra credit cards open. Just allow it to age, allow it to grow, and then as it ages, it will help build your credit card score and help you bring your scores up. So I think this includes mortgages, student loans, auto loans. I did have those, so I did have auto loans before. I did have student loans and mortgages, so I got rid of those, and I got maybe some new different loans, but those are very minimal. Okay, and then we go to the last one. This is hard inquiries. This is basically credit pull. So try not to let people pull your credit card for any reason if it's not something that you urgently need. And if it's something that you're not sure what the people are doing, then best is not to give the approval for them to pull your credit card scores. So you can see that if you have 0, then you got the perfect score. 1 to 2 is still green. Anywhere from 3 to 4 becomes like a little warning, and 5 to 6. So don't go and let all these lenders pull your credit cards. Just find 1 or 2 and ask them for the rates that they can give you, and then just ask and let one company pull. And if they do a soft pull, then it doesn't really affect your credit card score. But don't let these people do a hard pull on your credit card. Once they do this hard pull, the more they do it, the more it impacts your credit card score. So basically, kind of keep an eye on, credit card applications or whatever things that you may be doing. If you're going to apply for something, make sure you know what you're applying, then let them pull it because you really want it before you go and let everybody does it, and it messes up your credit card score. Okay, and then these credit pulls are actually, it stays in your record for 2 years, so it doesn't go away until 2 years later. So keep an eye on that, guys. Okay, so this is so I got a loan I got a new car right here, 2019. So I think they pull my credit card for that. So okay. All right, so this is basically kind of a whole overview of all the categories that impact your credit card score. So some of the things that you guys can work on as we just finished that deep dive is that you look at go open an account with Credit Karma, and then look at the categories that you may be impacted on. Look at if it's green, if it's not green, if it's red, and find out if there's some areas that you can improve on, and then just make little changes. The more little changes you make, sometimes you can bump your score up by 20, 30, 40 points easily by just making some of these changes. And if you have marks in your credit history that has been maybe late payments or whatever, sometimes you can call the credit bureaus and ask them to remove it because it might be a mistake. Sometimes banks or credit card companies may have accidentally put those on your credit card because they somehow left it on there. So you can actually challenge them and have them removed, and that would greatly improve your credit score. Okay, so this is kind of a good little software to kind of help you get an idea and an overview of your credit score. And then having a good credit score, like I mentioned, it will give you good opportunities for personal loans, business loans, buying a house, loans for a house, loans for a car, loans for any big heavy purchases. So look at this, 834, 834. It didn't take overnight to build, it took years. But I don't want to kind of let it just drop like that. So we want to kind of keep the score high as possible. Okay, so maybe on the next video we will try to explore the credit report, do a little deep dive into it. Okay, so in this video we just cover all the factors that impact your credit score today. Okay, so we'll end this video here. If you haven't done so, guys, please subscribe, hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell notification. And if you haven't done so, leave a comment, leave a question. If you have any questions about credit cards that we can help you, we may answer for you, please leave a comment. And then share your credit card score. Share your experience on how you can improve it for those people that may have a lower score. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and we'll end this video here. Thank you.